Oh yeah. Now this happened when I was in my 20s, early 20s. I just turned 20 or something. Anyways, I was into photography back then, and so mom wanted me to take the pictures of this wedding at this wedding. So I had my camera and thing, and okay, I didn't really want to do it, but your mom, you got to pretty well do what she wants you to. So I go there, and she goes, okay, but don't no getting stoned or no drinking or anything, because I want you to be sober so you can take the pictures. Well, I usually didn't have a problem doing that. Okay, yeah, no problem. So I go in there, and I got my cameras and all this stuff. I'm ready to take these pictures, and it takes a while because everybody has to arrive, and you have, a lot of things, right? Yeah. So, anyways, as I'm waiting, your evil Uncle Jim comes over to me. He is evil because, well, he wanted to get even for all the things I did bad to him, I guess, when we were younger. And so he says, Don, why don't you come over and smoke a pin joint with us? And a pin joint is about it's marijuana, right? And it's about a third the size of a regular joint. I mean, it's about the diameter of a wooden match. So well, I said no, I got to stay sober for you to take these pictures. He said, it's a pin joint for God's sake. And then he makes you feel like you're some kind of wimp if you don't do it. And like, hey, I was macho back then. I'm thinking, well, yeah, I guess a pin joint would hurt. Yeah, I'm a man. I can take a pin joint. And so what he didn't tell me, there was some chemicals laced in with this stuff. So I'm thinking just a regular marijuana, right? And so there's three of us lined up for this pin joint, and I mean it didn't take long to consume, and I had maybe a couple things out of it, right? And so I said, well, that wasn't too bad. So I get in there, and so it starts to hit me, right? I'm like, wow. And with me with pot, when it starts hitting me, I get this wind blowing through my ears type of noise, because you get set, it goes, oh boy, oh boy. I said, I'm getting stoned. That's not good. And then I would have been able to play through it, easily, but then Grandma comes over, or Mom. She comes over to me and she goes, "You're stoned, aren't you?" I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not stoned, Mom. No, you know." And she's like, "You are stoned." And of course, all the aunts and uncles there, they're looking at me. They're looking at me like that, and then you start getting paranoid, right? Because they're looking at you. And what I thought was kind of odd is that Mom was standing at a 10-degree angle, and everybody else. And I thought, well, Jesus, something wrong with those guys. They're all standing at a 10-degree angle, right? so, so, anyways, and she's looking at me, and all through the time I'm trying to take these pictures and everything, they're all watching me. Like, he's stoned, and Mom, of course, she's livid. She's mad, right? And so I'm taking the pictures, and I found out later the outcome of the pictures were all at a 10-degree slant. I'm like, what the hell? Even the cake was at a 10-degree slant. And I realized I was the one at the 10-degree angle. And the only ones in the picture of the people I were taking that weren't standing in the picture at a 10-degree angle were the guys that smoked the joint with me. Because they're all standing at 10 degrees, same as I was. So, like, well, anyways, it started getting worse, right? This pot. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go. So, anyways, I get into my car. When I get into it, and then my car seems like it's 40 feet long in the front and 40 feet long in the back. And I'm like, holy, how am I gonna get home? So just drive careful. Started up, and it was take some doing to back up a 40-foot car. You know, it's so funny. So I get up to the intersection, and I'm looking both ways. Well, it's hard to judge how far these cars are away. Because all you see is tiny headlights, right? You don't know how far they are because the car is 40 feet long. Okay, I'll just wait till everybody passes. So I waited and waited and waited. It seemed like forever. And finally, no cars. So I edge ahead. Oh, no cars. So I edge ahead. I'm trying to steer around. Car's 80 feet long, around to the left. And then the lights come, the cop lights. I'm like, oh my God, it's the police, right? So I pull over. And then the adrenaline starts pumping. you know, and and your voice sounds weird when you're on adrenaline like that. At least to me it does. So anyways, I pull over. The cop comes over. I roll the window down. He says, "How you doing, sir?" And I meant going, "I'm fine." But it would come out, "Fine," like that, right? So, so he's like, "Sir, I want you to look into this my flashlight." And oh, here it comes. And so, anyways, he's putting a light on my eye, and then he's looking over at the iris thing. He's on my eye again, and going back. I'm like, I'm dead. He's got me. You know, it's just like I'm starting to shake now because adrenaline's just pumping. And he says, "Okay, sure, that's fine. I thought you were drunk the way you're hunched over the steering wheel there." I said, "Yeah, oh yeah." And he goes, "But you seem fine. Where are you headed?" I said, "Oh, just up the road here." He says, "Okay, you can go." And I tell you, by the time I got home, I laid down and I slept for about 12 hours because just from the stress.